Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Worship Drumming and welcome back to Beat of the Week. This is where we take just about 5 to 10 minutes to learn a cool beat that's going to help us become a better drummer. So instead of sitting there and practicing rudiments, which may be a little boring, we actually get to practice with a fun drum beat. Now, rudiments and all that does have their place, but it's a lot more fun to practice whenever we have a beat that is going to make us a little bit better. In this beat, if anyone was to tell you, hey, play me something real cool. A lot of us, we kind of get a little shocked and don't know what to do. This is one that I always straight go to because I think it sounds really nice, especially once you add a lot of, you can be fancy and add double kicks in and do some crazy fills and stuff, but it's going to help you a lot separate that right hand and right foot. And so we're going to be working a lot on independence in this video and some of the upcoming Beat of the Weeks. We're going to be working on trying to really separate our limbs out to do some kind of weird, crazy things. So this isn't from any specific song. I think I got this from like Drumeo or something, and it was a beat that really, really helped me out a lot to separate my right hand and my right foot. And it's just crazy, crazy fun to play and practice. So let's go ahead and put the camera behind me and we'll get into it. Let's go ahead and break this beat down. This breakdown is going to be a little different than what we're used to because we have a few interesting things going on to really work on the independence here. So I'll break down what we're doing, kind of talk about why we're doing it, give you some examples of when I would use it, and then we'll kind of bring it up to tempo and get a little fancy with it. So the breakdown of the beat is we're keeping quarter notes on the hi-hat. So instead of eighth notes, we're just counting 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's done with whatever your dominant hand is. Then the snare drum falls on 2 and 4, just like we're playing any normal groove in 4/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, we have the kick drum where things are going to get a little odd. So the kick drum's going to play on beat 1 like it always does. And then it's going to play on the and of 3. So all together we have this now. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 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 So by doing that, we're forcing the kick drum to play on the offbeat when the right hand is coming up, because our right hand's coming up, getting ready to play another quarter note between beats 3 and beats 4. That is also forcing our right hand to play beat 3 by itself without the kick drum or snare drum with it, because pretty much all the other times it's going to be playing with something else. So it's working on isolating these two limbs and separating them so they don't always want to feel like they need to hit at the same time, which is a major problem that a lot of us might have when we first start off drumming, or even if we've been drumming for a little bit. This is a great way to start separating those. So once we bring that up to speed, it sounds a little bit better. So I'll play it just a little faster. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1. Now, some areas where I've used this before, if I'm doing a real energetic song like the chorus of Nothing is Impossible by the Planetshakers, that has a quarter note groove in it with the drums, so I'll break this out to really push the song and give it a really awesome, cool, upbeat sound to it. We also did, at our new church, we did sort of a rock version of O Come, Emmanuel. It was kind of just sort of a version that our church made up to make it a real more upbeat, energetic song, and I used that through a lot of the choruses. I just had my right hand up here on the ride cymbal, which you can do. You don't have to keep it over here on the hi-hat. You can move it around. So I do not have my metronome working right now, but I'm going to go ahead and try to show off how you can be a little fancy with this and what it sounds like once you really get it up to speed. Because like I said, this is also something, if someone says, hey, play me something on the drums, something that sounds cool, this is definitely a go-to thing that I like to do to kind of show off. So I might show off and try to get a little fancy with adding some double kicks and stuff in, and I'm sure it's going to sound awful and be off time. So here we go. I don't know why I chose to hit my rack tom there at the end instead of the crash cymbal. Hey guys, while I was editing this video, I decided I wanted to throw in a quick tip and a quick little challenge. Whenever you're doing this, whenever your dominant hand and dominant foot are trying to be separated on 3 and then the and of 3, so for me that's my right hand and my right foot, on the and of 3, whenever my right foot goes down, I'll exaggerate my right hand coming up a lot, and that's going to help me get my hand far as away from the hi-hat as possible so I don't want to play it, and just my right foot plays. That is a great way to be able to separate that out. It makes it a little easier if it's really difficult at first. And also, if this is a little too easy for you, maybe try putting your non-dominant hand, so for me that's my left hand, try keeping time with quarter notes on the hi-hat with that hand while doing the snare with your right, and then still your dominant leg playing the kick drum. It makes it a little bit harder and will actually develop more separation between even more limbs doing that. Anyways, to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that this is really going to help you out. Like I said, along with this video and some of the other upcoming Beat of the Weeks, we are going to be working on independence, so just isolating a limb and doing some fun stuff with that. So thank you guys so much again for watching. Please subscribe below if you're interested in more content like this in the future. Also, leave a thumbs up if you learned something new, and leave any suggestions about comments of any tutorials or anything, other types of videos you guys may want in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you have an awesome day.